There is no economic calculation. There is no logical calculation. There is only a political calculation. And that political calculation is we are going to keep whining about it. Mm-hmm. We are going to keep pretending this is a crisis while contributing to actual problems. And then we're going to block the solution so that we can campaign on it over and over and over. And we can call it caravans, we can call it migrant crises, we can call it family separation, and they will just recycle it over and over and over again in order to gin up, just so much animosity and destruction in this country and racism in this country, because that's the only thing that the Republican Party even is standing on.
Hello, family. Welcome back to another episode of Journey to Harmony. I'm your host, Richard Harmon. Today, I want to come to you and talk to you about a recent interview Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez had, and just talk a little bit about her thoughts on this particular topic. So for many people in America right now, they're seeing the effects right now of illegal immigration. They're seeing that inner city rec centers are being closed. They're seeing that homeless shelters that normally went to people who are suffering in America are being given to these illegal migrants. They're also seeing that millions and billions of dollars are being given to people who have not invested in this country, who broke the law coming to this country, and just being tossed aside right now as we are being replaced for the most part. So here, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is talking about how this is not even a real problem. That it's something that's being drummed up and something that is really being made believe by those who are on the right. She believes that there should be more processing, more availability to access to America, and that we who are complaining are complaining about nothing. I'm going to play a little video here. We'll watch a little bit of this. Come back and talk about it just after that. It's your first time joining, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel, and here we go.
At this point,
you say it's a political calculation. I think that part is clear, but at the same time, it's like, if you told me that they're trying to weaken child labor laws on its face as a headline, that should not be politically expeditious. The reason they've managed to be able to do it is because nobody's talking about migrants anymore. Nobody's talking about the value of migrants, and that includes Democrats.
Absolutely.
I mean, are you dismayed that this White House, it acknowledges or it believes that it has a political problem on the border, and it is playing decidedly on sort of the Republican turf here in terms of what it's suggested, what it's agreed to, the executive orders that have been sort of reported on thus far? Are you dismayed by that and the sort of contours of this conversation?
I am dismayed, and I'm very often find myself in shock at our current political situation. Not just, I'm rarely in shock at the depravity of the Republicans, but sometimes, and this is long what I've been saying, sometimes we as Democrats have to grow a little bit of a spine around here. And part of that means defending immigration as a core value of the United States of America. Yes, on a moral and on an identity basis, but on a nuts and bolts basis. The United States, our culture, our population, our economy needs immigration like lungs need oxygen. And when you cut it off, we will start to die. When you look at other developed economies that have adopted xenophobic or more closed border policies, they enter into decades of economic stagnation. You don't need to look far for that to happen. We do not have to be afraid to say immigration is one of the best things to happen to the United States of America. And what we need to do is champion policies to make it easier to be documented, to get a work permit. And a lot of folks think there's a line to get into this country. Maybe we should make one that works.
All right, family. So there it is. You heard it. Something AOC has wrong that most people who are living the life every single day realize is that it's not immigration that people are upset with. It's illegal immigration. You're putting people in the inner cities next to schools, next to museums that they have no idea who they're coming from. Reports have confirmed that there was a breakout in the Venezuelan prisons, and many of those who were convicted and who were locked up were released, and they have been confirmed that many of those are here now in the United States. You have people who were in insane asylums. You have people who were just all the different places, but yet and still they're being released here into the nation, and they're being placed in places that are very close to people's children. And many people have problems with this, but AOC continues to say that it is not a problem with them, it's a problem with you who see this as an issue. And for us who are on the voting blocks, we have a decision to make. If you choose to continue to go along with this, then you are going to face the consequences of these actions. You're going to see exactly how this plays out while you continue to be replaced by a new group of people who will be considered to be voting for the Democratic Party regardless. People are upset with this. You have people who is no longer just a Republican Democrat, but people who have voted Democrat for their entire lives are coming around to realizing that this is something that's going to destroy the nation, is going to destroy cities. Eric Adams himself previously stated that this is going to destroy New York City, and we continue to see the flood and floods of people coming into the nation. My expectation, and I've stated on multiple occasions, is that we're going to see record numbers of crossings here in the next 6 months but just before the election. Everyone knows that Donald Trump intends, if he wins the election, that he will have the largest deportation in U.S. history. And for those who are around the world who are looking to get in, it is in their best interest likely to jump in before Donald Trump is elected. So you're going to see waves and waves and waves of people who are coming. And many times these people like AOC, these people like Joe Biden's or things like that are going to be doing everything they can to push people in. We're dealing right now with a housing crisis. People are not able to purchase homes. The cost of rent is high. And, as someone says, it's up and stuck. And right now you're adding millions and millions of more people into the United States. How exactly will this play out as more and more housing is becoming constrained? The amount of buildings that they had to search and to put people in the beginning is slowly dwindling. And then more and more you're seeing that there isn't a lot of opportunity for those who are without. So what are your thoughts on this particular topic? Do you agree with AOC? Do you think that she is wrong? Please comment below. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good day.